Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of Heroes of Bastion. Hope you're having a lovely week. We're going to jump right back into the action as we saw Nova slam through the entrance of the building, slamming into the back and collapsing onto the floor, not moving. As this red armored figure steps through the door with these black, basically armor plates down their arms with this gas mask and this almost like angled like visor and a tall, high red ponytail. And they turn to look at all of you and go,
"Hello, kiddos. Are you ready for your first lesson?"
School is out.
What do you guys
5 hours ago.
What do you do?
Instantly, I think because she's already kind of angry because she's been arguing with Nezra, she's just gonna pick up the table and try and throw it and use that as like the go-to for her transformation.
Okay. I would say that's let's do Unleash Your Powers.
Okay, come on, buddies.
You got this.
Please. No. It's a 6.
Oh
6.
God, you're rolling terrible.
All right, mark me another potential, and it'll still, like, your powers will still go off, but you'll shatter the table in your hands as you attempt to throw it, as it just scatters everywhere.
Not the polished oak.
Oh my god. Take me instead of the table.
Are you okay?
And you see the armored figure looks at the shattered table.
Not a lot of control yet, do we?
And you're going to take a powerful blow as you blink, and she's in front of you, and is going to throw a fist into your stomach. So I'm going to roll for that.
Well, okay, do that, and then I have a legacy move I'd like to use.
Oh, okay. What's the legacy move?
Never give up, never surrender. When I take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than me, I can use this move instead of a basic move. So I roll Savior, and on a hit, I stand strong and choose one of the following options.
Okay, you roll. Roll for it.
I rolled a 6 on one die. What did I get on this one? A 1, that's 7. My Savior is +2, so that's a 9.
That's a 9. All right, tell me what happens.
So on a 7 to 9, I mark condition. I get an opportunity or an opening against the attacker. I rally from the hit and it inspires the team. Add 1 team to the pool, or you keep your attacker's attention.
What would you like?
I think it did do the cat got the flu, the dog got the chickenpox. Out goes you. I get an opportunity or opening.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna get an opportunity or opening against my attacker.
Okay, yeah, because they like flash forward and they hit you, and like they expected the same thing to happen to your dad that like happened to happen to you, and you don't move, and they just kind of like look up at you a little bit stunned.
Oh, disappointing. And then she's just gonna headbutt her.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for them to take a powerful blow. Okay. Okay, yeah, you slam them backwards, and they go tumbling back, like through one of the pillars that were there. What are the rest of you doing?
Rally very carefully puts the Nova figurine like in his tote bag, and then just kind of like cracks his knuckles, having gotten over the initial shock, and he's gonna just do the thing. He's gonna transform.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d6, and we'll figure out where you're gonna end up.
I'm so excited.
Oh no!
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
This is my favorite part of the whole fucking game. Is just the guessing.
So that's a 1. So you have it's Effigy Rising.
Fuck yes. Sissy kind of like puts down, looks into his like cargo pants pockets. You see there's like a bit of hesitation. You can tell that there's still just like the tiniest bit of fear. And he kind of looks over at Nathira and presses it, and you hear it announce, "Rising." And with that, he kind of like hits a button on the buckle, it opens up, and you hear this huge voice announce, "Get ready!" as he just kind of slams the thing in, and there's that brief bit of silence as you're not really sure what's about to happen, though you're pretty sure it's about to be a transformation, as he cracks the thing open, and instead of an explosion this time, you watch as these huge, nigh like gold wings unfurl out from behind him and close around him. And you hear this really, like, sort of the sound of like a crackling fire given like voice as it says, "Fight, flee," or sorry, "Flight, fight, flee," as all the feathers kind of like explode outwards, and you see as they embed themselves into the wall. And rather than a foot taller, he's the same size, but just this entire like winged pattern that goes over the base suit. The sort of bodysuit underneath, instead of silver, is gold, and the fox motif on the helmet has turned to one of a dragon instead.
Oh my god!
Oh!
That is so cool!
And then you see all the smoke sort of, instead of like immediately disappearing at the flex, they just kind of very gingerly fade away into these tiny little golden particles as you just hear him say, "Fuck it, we ball," as he's just gonna fly straight forward at this at the person.
Okay, because this is your first time flying, give me an unleash your powers. So that's a freak roll.
Freak roll? Oh god,
I believe it's freak roll, yeah?
This is not gonna go
Yeah.
well for me.
Yes, roll plus freak.
That is a solid 8. I have a
8.
-2.
Okay, so you can either mark a condition, or I can tell you how it's gonna semi-work, or, I can tell you it's gonna be an unstable result. So you can either mark a condition, or I can paint the scene of how it'll kind of be unwieldy.
I leave it up to you.
Okay. So you go and you take off, but you are not used to the force that you can propel yourself forward with now to allow yourself to fly. And you accidentally bump into Nithira and Alea as you go past, as they get knocked back. And knocked into the wall behind them as you make your way over to the red armored figure. What are your intents? Are you just trying to slam into them? Are you trying to pick them up? What are you doing?
Am I able to summon a weapon?
Give me
I'll roll whatever. I just want to see if I can.
Yeah, give me another unleash your powers.
All right. Oh, please.
Oh my god. This Kamen Rider Miraculous Ladybug crossover is really my jam.
Alec, is there such a thing as a crit?
A crit what? Success or fail?
Success. I got 2 6s.
Yeah, so that's what do you pull out of your pants? As it left my mouth, I'm like, damn it.
A crit is gender affirming surgery. Listen, English was not easy for me for a long time. Let me.
Yeah. All right. What weapon does Effigy Rising apparate? I suppose.
You watch as he's like straight Superman in Man of Steel, driving straight at this creature or person or whatever we're fighting. You see he takes one of the feathers from the suit and kind of you watch as it extends into this there's a bit of a bird motif on the other half is a dragon, as there are 2 wings that circle the sort of I don't know what the guard of the blade, and it's just this long gold feather, and it announces Hayabu Saber as he fucking just goes and tries to cleave this person in half.
All right. Okay, so they are going. Can you give me just a roll 2d6 and add danger.
Adding danger. I need to find where that is. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Oh shit. 3.
Okay, so I need you to mark potential for me. And as you go faster than you can think, she's got you by the throat as she catches you mid-flight.
And I said, "Fuck it, we ball."
Alea and Nathira, what you got?
So we get thrown into the wall.
Yes,
And this
yes,
is
because
Yep.
because Rally just took off.
So Nathira was just standing there, like wide-eyed, not even standing up from the chair, just kind of like, what the is just happening? And as Rally's transformation happens and he hits Alea and her into the wall, her eyes ripple into the black and she just fades into the shadow of the room. And there's nothing but fear for her and Nova, who's right next to her at this moment. And from an outsider's perspective, the darkness, the shadow against the side of the wall just moves towards Nova and encapsulates him. And I'm going to try to move him to another room.
Okay, give me an unleash your powers. Or no, I think this would be. I think this might be defend someone. So give me 2d6 plus savior.
Well, fuck. That's fair. We're not very good at that one. Shut up. Thanks. But that's still a 10.
That's still a 10.
That's still a 10.
All right. Yeah, you're able to move him to his study, essentially, which is just off the living room. What do you do from there?
Returning back into form, like assuming there's some sort of door closed behind us, because it's not like she doesn't need to open up a door. They basically just go underneath the door itself. Both of them coming back into form, she's gonna see if he has a pulse.
He is breathing. He's just knocked out.
Okay. She's gonna I'm really sorry. Slap him a couple times in the face and then immediately go back to shadow form and leave the room, trying to just wake him up.
All right, Alea, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm presuming because Alea lives here, she knows where different equipment and weaponry would be stored.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, Alea at this point transforms into her hero form. If you look closely, you may notice that it's slightly different than it was before. But unless you look closely, I'm not going to tell you how. But I'm going to use a move I have called All the Best Stuff. Basically, I have compiled access to all the equipment and weaponry of that other supers have hidden in the city. I say whose storage it is, in this case Nova's, and I'm going to roll plus savior.
Okay.
On a hit, I find a tool or intel useful to the situation. On a 7 to 9, I would leave evidence that I've been there. On a miss, I trip an alarm, and the hero or someone related to them is aware that I've been in there. I'll let you flavor that or change that however you'd like. There.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for it, and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay. Nice. Damn. Plus savior. That's an 11.
An 11. So
Yes.
you, without thinking, because Gilly has run you through this drill a million times, go immediately to the kitchen and you yank one of the wine bottles as it ka-tink, and you see the wine rack rotates. And there is basically, there's a couple different types of swords. There's a halberd, and then there's also what looks like a shotgun, and then a revolver that is in that basically weapons case.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the shotgun.
The shotgun. So yeah, you yank that off of the wall. And what do you do with it?
I yank it off. I immediately go back to where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And is Ren still flying? I mean, yeah, is the villain still flying?
No, they've got Rally by the throat, because Rally flew at them and failed his roll. So the person grabbed him by the throat, and they're just squeezing.
They're in the air or no?
No, they're on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit him and hopefully miss Rally.
Okay.
Just go
Gonna
for it.
be-
Give me give me a
God.
defend someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Raleigh,
And,
do I have influence over you?
I think I have influence over you, but I think
Yeah,
I know-
my thing gives it to everybody. So yeah, you have influence over me.
And now,
Okay.
because it's a PC, well, no, never mind. Just roll normal.
Okay.
I think.
To defend someone, I got 5.
5. Okay. So, mark a potential, and you like cock the shotgun, and you haven't shot a shotgun in probably a while. So the buck and the kick of it as you pull the trigger, like kind of pulls the shot, and it collides with the side of Rally's arm, and it hits the armored figure as well, as the armored figure kind of flinches, and Rally, you have been hit by a shotgun in your arm. And so I am going to need you to
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I need you to mark a condition for me. Let's
Hope y'all
Let's
like
go
my 2
with-
transformations. It's never happening again.
Oh, God.
please mark afraid.
Afraid? Yeah, that applies.
Yeah, please mark afraid. And she tosses Rally to the ground and turns to face Alea. Lilac, what are you doing?
I think as she's seen Rally get like tossed aside and shot, she's gonna see the villain turn to Alea, and immediately, like, her eyes kind of flare and her hair kind of just grows in a size as she kind of goes to run at her and like phases slightly, only leaving a trail of the color of her hair as she goes to tackle the villain and try and take them back out through the hole that they left in her house.
All right. Roll me directly engage a threat. So roll plus danger.
Oh, come on.
What do you want from me? No, you didn't fail.
No. Not again.
All right. I'm pretty sure you leveled up now at this point. But mark
With all
another
the potential,
potential.
yeah.
So you phase and you do this, and then you phase right through, right through the villain, and kind of stumble and fall to the other side. And she is going to make an attack on you to kick you into your sister.
Oh, boy.
So I'm still learning how to do this. So, okay. So, you basically, Alea, you fired the shotgun and you see your sister fall through the other side of the villain and kind of fall to their feet as this person basically just kicks your sister into the stomach into you, and the two of you go tumbling backwards. Nithira, what you doing?
Is Rally just on the ground still?
I'm assuming you're nursing the shotgun wound in your shoulder.
Yep.
Can I say she pauses for a second and come back to me?
Sure, absolutely. So, Alea and Lilac, you are tangled up on the ground. What do the two of you do?
What the fuck did you get a shotgun for?
It's a sad thing.
Do
Did you go through the emergency packet with you?
No, just on me.
Your hair's really long.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What do we do? You know what to do, right?
Hit it?
I can hit it.
Oh my god.
Rally like cowers.
Let's go. We'll try again. Oh god.
Lilacs throwing herself away from her as she cocks the gun.
I don't think this is defend again.
No, I think this would be directly engage a threat.
Yeah, directly engage. So plus danger.
Yeah, plus danger.
Oh baby, oh baby. That is a 6 and a 6 for a total of 13 with
Yeah,
my
so
modifier.
Let's go.
As
That's
they're
a critical
marching,
hit, baby.
Mhm. I'm gonna say this creates an opportunity for your allies as you blast them as close distance, spitting distance. You blast this shotgun in this villain's face as they stumble backwards and collapse for a moment as the force of the shotgun blast knocks them back.
I would also, because it's a 10 plus, I can actually do two.
Yeah.
So one of them is create an opportunity for your allies. I also want to take something from them. I want to try and steal a bit of their armor.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
a piece of it.
Yeah, the armor kind of shatters a little bit from the force of the shotgun blow, and so some chunks kind of fall to the ground around you, so you're able to easily pick one of those up.
Okay.
Effigy Rising, how you doing, fam?
I'm bleeding out on the floor, but
Yes, you are.
I guess I see my opportunity, having watched my friend shoot this person, as he's gonna pick himself up and.
I have a gun.
You're doing great, proud of you. Ah! As he's going to, I guess he's gonna try to fly at the person and get them out of the house. Just fly
Right,
directly up if he can.
You can pick defend someone or directly engage a threat.
I'll say defend.
All right, so roll me 2d6 plus savior.
If I have for savior, please give me something. Oh, thank God. All right. Fucking 14. I rolled 2
14.
6s. I have +2.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Ride.
as they're reeling from the shotgun blast, you're able to surprise them, especially because they got blasted by a shotgun by Alea, and you basically take them out the window as the two of you begin to soar into the sky.
Hurts, don't it? As I guess I just keep flying unless I can do something else.
And you keep flying. They're going to respond to you in a second, but I want to check in with Nithira. Nithira, what you doing?
I would say that whatever she was planning to do would probably happen before or after his reaction.
Okay.
In the moment.
So you see them
Yeah.
fly out. So, do you want to do something, or do you want me to take her move and then come back to you?
Yeah, take her move.
So, and she looks up at you and she goes, "Not as much as this," and she's going to punch you square in the jaw. So that is going to be.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm wearing a helmet.
All right, so I need you to roll me take a powerful blow. You wanna just roll for this. It's roll this and then plus your conditions marked, so you'll -2 from the roll.
Got it.
So it's a straight roll minus your conditions.
4.
Okay, that's actually not bad. So wait, actually that is bad.
That's very bad, I think.
No, it's the
No.
other way. No, it's
the
the other way
opposite.
around with this. I think
Yeah.
you add your conditions to this.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh, plus
you do.
your conditions.
Then...
Yes.
Okay.
Add your
8.
conditions, and then the lower the number is better.
Oh,
An 8. Okay.
That's bad.
So I'm that's not great. So I'll give you you have 3 options. So you can lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to a foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give ground and your opposition will get an opportunity. You can struggle past the pain but mark 2 conditions.
Considering I got shot, I'll say I'll struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
All right. So okay, so I would say
Say angry.
insecure and angry.
Yeah, sure.
Insecure and angry as they clock you across the face as you're continuing to fly them through the sky.
I'm still getting up there.
Yep.
All right.
Nithira, what you doing?
Okay, so they're back in.
No,
that's
No,
no,
in the sky.
they're still up in
no,
the sky.
because Rally was able to resist being knocked away, so Rally's continuing to take them up.
Okay, so
Does that
then
mark another potential? Sorry. Does them hitting me in the face and me failing at it, does that do something?
I would
No,
say, like story wise, I like the idea of marking a potential for you being able to resist being blasted down. So mark
cool.
potential for me.
All right.
I like that.
So
It's a hero moment.
So what everyone would, or what, I mean, everyone's in the middle of the fight. You probably don't see it, but there's a darkness. Again, it swipes across the sides of the wall, goes to the roof where you saw, like, you know, Nova and all of them flash out. And from darkness, it just almost vanishes. And if people were to look hard enough, there's just a light that emanates. And she's basically going to fly herself up to whoever this lady is and wrap herself in bright light around her eyes. And I'm going to say she's going to try to unleash her powers. But Alec, I'm sending you what I'm trying to do in Discord.
Okay.
And if you're okay with that, I will roll for it.
Oh. Secret powers times, love.
Suspicious. I might die in this fight.
Okay, so I just need to confirm.
I just confirmed what it is.
Got it.
Sorry,
Okay,
I forgot that one part.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me Unleash Your Powers.
Okay. This really needs to work. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
13.
Good. 13. So you wrap yourself around. You know, you describe it. You tell me what it looks like.
It looks exactly like that. Rally is just face to face with this woman, and all of a sudden, Rally just sees this bright light swirling around her face as it changes into darkness for a second, and then wraps itself around Rally's arm and just stays floating there.
And you see she ceases punching Effigy in the face and, like, lets go.
You're always Rally.
And just, like, kind of pulls Rally's arms off and throws Rally away as they head back down to the ground.
Can I react to that?
Can I
Sure.
react?
Sure.
Go for, I mean, you can go for it. I just did something.
Oh, I just wanted to try to, like, hold on to the person and just keep flying up.
Okay. All right. You're gonna keep, and as you resist it. You resist them letting go. They're like, "I'm not here for you, kid. Let go."
No.
Nathira's gonna. I can roll. Nathira, in that moment, hearing that "I'm not here for you," knows that something worked, and since she's holding on to Effigy, they're gonna turn into shadow and fall out of her hand.
Oh,
Back
wait.
down.
You're gonna manipulate their form?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they, like, land back onto the ground as this person just disappeared out of your arms, Effigy.
Wait, no, I'm doing that to Effigy.
Oh, you're doing
I'm
that to
taking Effigy
Got
back down, not her.
Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, Effigy, you feel this very weird sensation, and suddenly you're back on the ground. Lilac, what are you doing inside with Alea?
I think she was kind of bringing herself to her feet and looking up at them in the sky and getting incredibly frustrated because she's like, I don't know how to do anything and I keep phasing through things and I just want to get up there. And I think as Effigy has, like, just next to her, she's like, Jesus, what the and are they coming down?
So you see they're, like, looking around, like, they're looking for where Effigy went, and then they're beginning to fly back towards the house.
I think she's gonna. Is her dad still unconscious?
You can go check on him.
I think she's gonna look up at the villain, look back at their dad, and
Your
go,
dad's in another room. You don't see him.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. Nathira moved him without really telling anybody.
Shit, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, my dad's gone. He must have gone to put on his suit. All right. Okay. And then she's basically gonna see if there's, like, any energy that she can find in her to try and get up into the air. And she's gonna start to feel the air swirl around her as she's trying to do that.
Okay. Do the thing. Do the Unleash Your
thing.
Powers.
Come on, please. No, that's a 7.
Okay. All right. So you can either mark a condition, or I can tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
You can tell me how it's unstable.
So you push this air out, and as you're going, you realize that you just sent yourself up. You have no control now that you're heading straight for them. So the two of you are basically on a collision course now. There's no other flight that's
Can
happening.
I assist?
Yes, please. What you got?
Okay, so I'm watching Lilac go directly on a collision course. I want to see if I can create a small black hole for Lilac to go through, to then go basically on the other side.
Like warp through?
And yeah, like warp through to get it like exactly where she wants it, to adjust her course to where she needs.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Give me...
Space sisters!
Give me, I don't know what this would be. What move do you...
Unleash your powers?
Yeah, that's just been our standard, so let's do that.
It could also be... Shit. There's not really a huge thing for...
Let's do Unleash Your
assisting
Powers.
someone.
Yeah, let's do Unleash Your Powers.
There's support.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you could do comfort or support.
Comfort
too.
or
I'll let you
support.
pick.
Here, let me just roll for it. We'll do 1 to 3, Unleash Your Powers, 4 to 6, comfort to support someone. Comfort to support someone. So roll
Comfort
plus
or
mundane.
support. Okay, got it. Plus mundane. Let's see. That is a 9.
A 9. So
Yes.
you like throw up this portal, and Lilac, you see this black abyss suddenly appear in front of you, and you pass through it, and for a moment you hear like a kid's voice going, "Is anyone out there? Hello?" As you appear the other side, above this armored figure, like perfectly positioned to do whatever you need to do.
Re
oh my
also, you can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels as you'd like, because I hit.
So I can shift a label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can.
if you open up to me, you can shift a label. So I will say that's the exact wording, but I'll let you adjust.
And then she won't shift a label yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
tracks.
you have the opportunity. I appreciate your commitment to the roleplay.
Yes.
Though.
Thank you. As much as I'm looking at that +1 in freak, I'm like, the roll calls. She's above. She's gonna take that moment to kind of straighten her legs, and as similarly to how the villain kicked her, she wants to kick her and slam her down into the ground. So she doesn't land; she just hits into it.
All right. So I'm gonna have them roll take a powerful blow. Oh shit. Yeah. So you kick down and you drive them back through the roof of your house, creating a crater. There's this huge upswell of dust and chunks of dirt and everything like that. As you see, like, the person is not moving for a moment on the ground as you slammed them into this crater. And you have a moment of reprieve for you and your friends.
Yeah, she'll stumble off, sit down, and be like, "Okay, all right, that was good, Alea. That's
You
good
okay?
thinking. Yeah, I'm just tired. Where's my dad?
I don't know.
We haven't seen him yet. You
I
should have his
haven't
suit on
seen
by
him.
now. Shit. Yeah, she's probably just kind of trying to stand at, like, find a wall to lean on for a hot second.
Do you head to his office, or are you hanging out right now?
I think she'll actually, I think she'll kind of stumble to the study to see if he's got his suit on or anything.
Okay. All right. And Alea, what are you doing?
I am going to kind of offer my shoulder for like to help Lilac not have to stumble so hard.
No,
You
she'll
take
put her
it?
hand up and she'll be like, no, I need to get used to it.
Oh, okay, but you don't have to. You know, we just went through a big thing. You don't have to.
It's not over yet.
Okay. And with that, Alea will go towards the villain.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to check in with Nathira and Rally really quick, and then we're going to do that a little bit. Nathira and Rally, what are the two doing? What are you two doing outside?
Effigy can do whatever he wants because by that time the whole point was to bring Effigy back down. And so I'm imagining like she was bringing Effigy back down, and right before they got to the ground of the house, like Lilac just bodied the villain back in. There was that boom, the shadow kind of goes to the wall, and then Nathira would have let you go, and Effigy would be back in his form, like on the ground.
Are you revealing yourself, or are you still in shadow?
No, she's so scared. She's in the shadow.
So, what you just did was a lot.
Yep.
You overexerted the hell out of yourself. And you bring Effigy back down, and you're like, oh, he's safe. And you begin to cough, and like your powers suddenly fade, and you're back like sitting next to Effigy as you begin to have a coughing fit. And I need you to mark your doom track for me, please.
Yep. Oh no. Yep.
And Effigy, you see Nathira back next to you, and she is having a terrible coughing fit.
Am I back in purple?
Yes, you're back to you.
Yeah, Effigy, I guess Rally at this point, forgets about the fight, untransforms, and then just rushes to try to, like... What happened?
Fine. Just go get the... There's Nova's... She's pointing at the study.
I'm not gonna leave you here.
And she just is covering her mouth because she remembers what happened last time, and she's like, Allie, I'll be fine. I just go get Nova, please.
You don't look fine. I don't really know what he's doing in this situation.
Give me a comfort roll. So it's 2d6 plus mundane. Comfort or support.
The coughing is really good, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm genuinely very scared for you right now. Mundane would be 9.
9. Okay. So you, Nathira, can clear a condition, mark potential. Oh, they mark yeah, okay. So you can mark a potential, clear condition, or shift your labels.
I'll mark a potential.
Okay. As
So there's no condition. I have no condition.
Yeah, you don't have any conditions right now. But so Rally, you're just there comforting Nathira.
Kind of like
while you also have a shotgun wound in your arm.
He doesn't care.
Yep. All right. As your left arm is just kind of like hanging limp at your side, as you're helping Nathira, we're gonna cut back inside to Alea as you're approaching the villain. What are you doing?
Alea is going forward and kind of trying to be as quiet and like make herself as small as possible, because it's not confirmed if the villain is actually passed out or anything, right?
It is not confirmed. They just haven't moved.
So it is very much so a moment where she is just there to watch, and she is not intending to like go in and immediately kill them or immediately like do anything. She's just watching what's going on with them.
So as you're watching, you see they begin to kind of move a little bit, and you hear,
"It wasn't supposed to happen like this. It wasn't supposed to happen like this."
And they continue to repeat that as you see red lightning begins to crackle from the cracks in their armor. and begins to spark more and more as it continues to build, as they continue to repeat, it wasn't supposed to happen like this. And they start like punching the ground in, like they're having a tantrum. As you see the lightning begins to crackle more and more around the room and strike different parts of the room as they're beginning to bring themselves to their feet.
Is their armor coming off with this lightning?
It's almost beginning to change a little bit. As the lightning is crackling, their body is being left with like skin, but the skin underneath is almost like it's almost like it's made of this lightning, as they're beginning to right themselves.
Oh shit. Fuck. I'll keep watching, and Alea will kind of be at the ready. If they try and leave, or they try like peace out, Alea would be ready to alter the gravity in that area so they're pinned down.
You're gonna try to keep them pinned.
Yeah.
Okay.
But only if they actively try and leave. Otherwise, she doesn't want them to know that she's there.
Okay. As they're beginning to thrash around and the lightning is crackling around, they begin to slowly turn and they say, "Where is Nova?" And Lilac, you enter the office, and you see your dad is like beginning to kind of pick himself up, and like he's rubbing his head. As you see, he's like the one side of his face is like black and blue, which is very abnormal for your father. He never really got hurt unless he was fighting one particular person. And so he's like, "Oh, my head." Ugh. As he's like trying to collect himself.
She's gonna make sure that everything is still like on her and such, like brush her earrings. I forgot to describe her earrings, the gold earrings that she had, like became like these big like diamonds with the elongated, the same sort of like star shape weird. And she kind of like brushes over those, make sure they're still there, and goes, "Sir, Mr. Nova, are you alright?"
And he like looks up at you. Now, does he recognize you, or does your disguise hide you?
I'm hoping the disguise hides it.
Okay. So he like looks up at you and he's like, "I haven't met you, a new hero in town? I didn't know they licensed anybody new." And he writes himself, is that asshole still out there?"
Yeah, I've mostly taken care of her. A few others helped. But I didn't know where you went, so I couldn't find you.
They sucker punched me. And, I haven't been hit like that in a while. Well, I'll take it from here, kid. And he does like the reload of the Henry Cavill, like reload of the fists, as he like cracks the door off the hinges, and begins to like walk into the kitchen where everyone else is. Is there anything you'd like to do, Lilac?
I think she'll follow after. She'll like glance at the suit, and then like kind of rush after him, and such, and try and like catch up with him, like without really realizing like how fast she can actually move.
And he just turns his head a little bit, and he's like, "All right, kid, don't tell anybody I said this, but I've been a bit out of practice over the years, so you want to help me out with this one?" As he flexes, and the two of you are going to attack together, essentially.
Yeah.
And he goes like, "You go low, I'll go high."
Sure thing, old timer.
And he like kind of like looks at you, like just kind of like yucks it off. And I'm not even gonna make you roll for it, because this is probably something you've been waiting for a long time, as your dad may not be acknowledging you, but he's acknowledging you, and asking you to help him. So I'll let you describe what this looks like.
I think as she, like, as they see the villain and such,
Yeah.
Nova, of course, goes high, so like starts basically like flying like instantly going straight in for that punch, and I think she's gonna run and like skid to basically take out the villain's legs so that way she can fall almost straight into his punch.
Yeah, it's a 1-2, like it's like almost like a tabletop. Like this villain's like charging up, and Alea, you feel the brush of wind fly past your face as your dad and your sister together. Your dad clocks this villain square in the chest as they collapse, and then basically sets it up for Lilac to kick the shit out of, and strike them as they go crashing out of the roof. And Nova kind of, okay, so I need to listen to Gilly, and I need to go back to the gym. And Alea, are you transformed as well? Yes, you are.
I am currently transformed. I'm gonna be real. I think the moment that Alea felt the wind go by and realized that both Lilac and her dad were working together, because she recognized them each individually.
Right.
She again slips a little
Slips
bit
away.
deeper into the shadow and slips away, but she is still watching them.
Okay. Where are the
So
kids?
he might have thought
go ahead.
that she was there for a second, but then lost her.
Yeah, because he like looks back, and he looks around and goes, "Where are the kids? There were 4 kids here."
The butler.
Oh, good. Gilly got them out. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. I'm gonna go after them, or at least call my friends to follow up, and because we don't want them causing any more trouble. You got this, and make sure my kids are safe. All right.
Sure, I will.
And he quickly like speeds back into his room, comes back out, and the armor's kind of tight fitting as he's like, "This doesn't fit like it used to. Okay, I need to refit later." And he takes off. And y'all are left at the house. And you haven't seen Gilly since the attack, by the way.
I think she's gonna kind of rub her mouth a little bit because she's smiling, and I think as she's felt that joy, it just drops from
her. The whole form just away.
And she's just, oh, my room better be fucking okay.
Are you okay, Lilac?
Jesus.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
You can really slink in there, huh?
Are you alright?
Yeah, actually, I'm good. I'm good. Who the fuck was that? Was that Ren?
I would know it looks like Ren's armor, right?
Yes. I mean, you both are familiar with, like, you know, your father's history. You know, whether you're familiar with your mother's history, kind of touchy, but it did look and act like Ren. But for you, Alea, because you were the only one there when it happened, them throwing a tantrum did not seem like it was an adult. Because they were throwing a tantrum.
I mean, it was Ren's armor, but they didn't act like Ren. They got angry, and it was like they were throwing a tantrum, and there was lightning in their skin, and it was hitting everywhere. And where are they now? Did they leave, or?
I kicked them up into the sky.
Yeah, like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Essentially, like, got kicked out of the roof.
Here I was gonna pin them down if they tried.
Well, did you want to? You saw them being flung up. I can redact this little bit.
No. I think it makes sense that Alea was gonna do the exact opposite.
It's like, I'm gonna pin this person down. Feels the energy of her father and sister. Goes, nope.
Yep.
No, I defer to y'all. No, it was like they were having some sort of a tantrum or something. It was strange.
There's a lot of things that are really strange about this. Where's Rallian and Nathira?
Last I saw, they were like flying and then it jumped down. Rally, Nathira.
And
Nathira.
Rally, you're holding Nathira as she's having her coughing fit outside, and you're bleeding from your arm.
With my one arm. My one
With
good
your
arm.
one arm, yeah.
Sorry.
Are you feeling better? Or
No, I think I just I just need some water.
he doesn't want to leave her, so he's just like,
I think I'll be fine. And she's gonna try to crawl out of his arm and like push herself off the ground to stand up.
You are too weak to push him away,
Literally.
unfortunately.
Kind of just goes to push you and then falls like to the side. Like that's all she can do.
just
I
just
might-
take it easy.
I think I might need a doctor.
Takes out his phone and dials someone, presumably.
And as you go to dial, a hand grabs yours, and it's Gilly. And he goes, we have, and he looks beat up. He looks like his suit is torn to shit. He is a little bit bloody, and he goes, we have on-site medical attention, specifically to maintain your secret identities. I suggest we go to the medical suite here. And he scoops Nathira up in his arms, and he goes, if you would like to follow me, because we need to look at that arm, son. As the shock fades, and you begin to feel the pain of several shotgun pellets in your arm. As he gestures to another security member as he helps you two inside. And Alea and Lilac, you see Gilly bringing in Nathira in his arms as she's having a coughing fit, and another security member helping Rally inside to the medical suite.
Is she okay? What happened?
I think she just isn't used to the strain of the powers yet. We're gonna get her checked out.
Right, of course. Come on. And she's gonna gesture to Alea and such, and walk with them.
Do I see Rally yet?
Rally
Yeah,
is
Rally-
like right behind, like being
Okay.
helped by a security member.
Riley's like trying to push the
Um,
guy like off of him, and he's just walking, and he has not stopped looking.
You are in immense pain. So as he's like helping you follow.
He's trying to anyway. He's putting on a brave face to the best of his abilities.
Alea, do you
I'm-
have something?
Yeah, Rally, I listen, I'm really sorry I shot you. I didn't mean to. I was trying to not shoot you, and then I guess I shot you. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yes, probably.
His arm is soaked in blood.
This is admittedly my first time getting shot. It's not very pleasant. I thought my armor would like protect me a little bit more. I guess the feathers are for show.
Yeah. Looks like it doesn't do a good job protecting you very much. I'm sorry about that.
I should have chosen a different form or something. This is ridiculous.
It looked like you
I
were
like it.
for
I
speed
like
with
the-
that one.
Yeah.
You had like a tankier one the other day.
No, it went down real fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I shot you.
It is what it is. I just need to get it looked at.
Okay. I've never shot anybody before.
I would hope not.
And are the Everbright sisters, are you following to the medical suite?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So Gilly takes Nathira into a room, and there are an on-site like group of doctors and everything, like, because again, before Nova revealed his identity to the public, they had an in-house medical staff to take care of him, and anybody who needed their identity protected. And so they lay Nethira down on a table as two of the doctors kind of come in to take a look at her. And Gilly goes, he kind of puts his hand to Rally and goes, we're going to take you down there, and then you can come right back once you get your arm wrapped, all right? You are bleeding out, son. You need to go get that fixed. We have the best medical care in Bastion here. She will be all right.
Okay. As he kind of just walks to wherever it is he's leading him.
Yeah. Another set of doctors is going to take you into essentially a surgical suite because they need to pull the pellets out.
Can I keep those?
Where? And the doctor's like with the mask on, like turns to you and goes, honestly, not the weirdest request I've gotten, so sure. And like for having treated superheroes their entire career. Alea and Lilac, where are you going?
I think Lilac will actually stick with Nethira. Just because I think she's like, yeah, that's a battle wound. You got that. It happens. Because like I think she's seen like occasionally when her dad's been beat up and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of thing. She's like, yeah, that happens. What's happening with her right now? It kind of scares Lilac. She's like, what is that? Is that her abilities? What is going on there? So she doesn't quite know.
And Nethira, as you're Lilac's gonna go with Nethira. Alea, where are you going?
I would also go with Nethira, actually.
Okay.
Not that totally separately.
All right. So Nethira, as you're coughing, and eventually the strain, you begin to kind of black out. And as you're blacking out, these images begin to flash. And you're not, like, in your dream-like state, you're not really sure what you're seeing. But, like, you feel yourself, like you're picking yourself off the ground, and you see one of the domes is, like, caved in of Arkan. And you see two figures kind of clashing above you as somebody's standing in front of you, like, trying to hold them off. As you see a fist go through the back of the person defending you. And that person slumps to the side as you just look up. And you see that red armored figure there, standing there once again. And you see another figure stand up behind them, but just out of sight, just in the shadow. And a few hours go by. Rally, you are all wrapped up. You are all, like, taken care of. They've, fixed your arm. And the three of you are sitting outside Nethira's room. And the doctors come out. And he's tapping his pen a little bit on his clipboard. And he goes, well, she's stable. But it looks like she had gotten a surgery done at some point. From some sort of injury, some sort of accident.
Yeah.
And they did a very shoddy job. And whatever these new powers you kids have, every time she uses them, it seems to put strain on the fix. So this is whatever was wrong with her before coming back. So I'm going to go tell her once she wakes up, and it's probably going to be good for her to have some support in the room. Because if this keeps up, she may not survive it.
Can you go back and undo what they messed up the first time?
Presently, the surgery that they did, I'm afraid if I undo it, it will cause a chain reaction and she may pass away.
Is there anything we can do? You can see that
right
Rally
now,
is, like, crying.
I need more time to study her condition and her abilities, and perhaps there is a way. But right now, she needs to know. And you see he kind of trails off, like she needs to know. And trails off.
To know what?
Well, as I said, that the more she uses her powers, it may cost her life. How do you think she will take the news?
Lilac is just gonna say, I don't know her well enough, but we'll find out. Thank you, Doctor, for all your work. Why don't you go grab a cup of coffee or something? Get some rest.
And he, like, coming from you, he nods and walks out of the room, leaving the four of you with Nithira, who's just kind of starting to show signs of waking up.
Rally?
Rally is like 1,000-yard stare, but he kind of acknowledges you as...
Can I ask what happened?
It's a good question. What happened?
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. You would know. I forgot to send this to you before because I didn't think it was gonna happen. She got into a car crash with her dad, and her seatbelt didn't work, and so she went head first into basically the dashboard of the transport. And she had internal hemorrhaging in her brain, so she had brain surgery. But that was a couple years ago, and everything's been fine since then.
All of that.
Lilac is gonna run her hands down her thighs for a second, like trying to calm herself a bit. Then she goes, Rally, the card that Starling, whatever his name, gave you.
You can see in like a weird mix of like, you usually see him bumble through all of his belongings, but this is the quickest he's ever pulled anything out, and he just presses it to, I guess, your shoulder or whatever, and just
Yeah, she takes. Is there a number on it?
There is a phone number on it.
She's instantly getting out her crystal and dialing and putting it on speaker.
Nathira like awake yet?
She's starting to wake up.
So she'll hear this.
So the phone rings a couple times, and then a voice picks up on the other end and goes, "Yes?"
Did you fucking know?
I had no idea that she was sick.
Is this on speaker?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's on speaker.
Riley takes the phone.
Oh.
Listen here, you son of a bitch! I don't know what you're playing at, but if you had the foresight of collecting four teenagers, then you might want to do a little more research.
Nithira, it's okay. Just go back to sleep, and we've got it.
No, but Rally's yelling. He never
I
yells.
swear
it's
to
okay.
God, if anything happens to her, I will hunt you down and end you.
Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna
The phone
happen.
call
You are
ends.
gonna. No, he has to take that off of her. He has to take it off of her.
Alea, what's happening?
It's okay. We're trying to do something that's good for you.
And Alea's kind of gonna look to Rally initially with this look of like, I don't know what to do, you know her best, and then look to Lilac with this, I don't know what to do, and you always do.
Lilac is gonna be like holding her phone, like the crystal, and doing everything in her power to not crack it. And then just gonna very calmly, like shakily put it down on the side and go, Nithira? You can't use your powers anymore.
That's funny.
No,
I was really yelling.
It's not a joke.
Nithira, you can.
Rally, what's going on?
It's
Don't lie to me.
he looks at Nathira much in the same way he did when his dog died. this overwhelming sense of I'm not okay and I don't think anything will be, as he just looks at you and says, we're not gonna be superheroes anymore. You and me, we're going to go home.
That's very funny. Rally, we're gonna be superheroes.
No, Mayfair, listen. No, I don't care about my dream. I care about you, and we can't do this. We can't.
And she's gonna grab both sides of the bed and push herself up, like to sit up. And Rally, you would see it because you've never seen her like this upset before. And she's gripping the sides of the beds, and she looks at both of you. She looks at Alea with confusion, and then she looks at Lilac with a disappointed look. And then she looks at you, Rally. And she shakes her head. If anybody was gonna lie to me, I didn't expect it to be you. What? What's going on?
You're gonna die if we keep doing this, and I won't let that happen.
I almost died a couple of years ago. I don't understand what's happening. What do you mean what do you mean I'm gonna die because of my powers? I got a little ahead of myself. I've never flown before.
Your powers are causing strain on your previous surgery, which
So
could
I
basically
learned how to use them better. You guys can teach me. You guys are fine.
You're okay with this, knowing that this could kill you if this goes wrong, if you lose
Well,
control.
You just said if I lose control, I just won't lose control.
Lilac's gonna
look
look.
the hopeful smile.
Oh, Lilac's gonna look between her, Rally, and then back at her and go, "All right, fine, then we'll train."
Rally looks at you also disappointed and a little bit mad as he just we're not putting her through that.
We're not doing anything. She is.
You're not putting yourself through that then. Just go home.
Ooh, spoken like a true hero.
I don't want anyone to fight. I don't. I'm sorry, I just didn't have it. I'm sorry, I just really tried to hold on to it on my own. And I guess I couldn't. No, but everyone's mad at me. And I really tried my best.
Maybe
And maybe I just tried too hard. And maybe Lilac's right. Maybe I'm sorry, Lilac. I should have judged you this whole time.
Mayfair.
What?
Nobody's mad at you.
But everyone's yelling.
Sometimes people yell and get big and scary because they care. And it's not always right. Ultimately, the decision on whether or not to do this is up to you, but you don't have to kill yourself to become a hero.
I didn't say I can help. I can support. I can learn how to hold it all together. Yeah?
You do help and you do support. I like your help and your support. And I liked it before you got these cool powers that are also trying to kill you.
Yeah. She like wipes her eyes and it takes off some of her freckles.
Here. And Alea will go and grab some like tissue paper or tissues that are nearby and hand it to Nithira. They'll grab her a little cup of water.
As she's doing that, Lilac's gonna gesture to Riley and be like, "Can I speak to you outside for a second?"
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
And then, as soon as they go outside and the door closes, she's gonna turn to him and be like, "What do you want? What do you want from this?"
I want my best friend to be alive by the end of it.
Yeah, well, if this is what she wants, do you really think that saying no is going to be enough? She has to go to Sterling to get him to remove that ring. You can't make her. We can't make her. This is her choice.
She's just gonna let her kill herself? For what? You handle the situation fine. We just get your dad in, and then we don't need to put her through this. It can just. There's supposed to be 5. Maybe we find a new one.
Oh my god. Wow, for a real superhero nerd, you really missed the big picture. It's not about the powers. It's not about who's strongest. It's about what you do with what you're given. I didn't ask for this. I don't actually want these powers. I don't want to be this. I don't want to have to do anything. I just want to be me. But I'm not. Now I'm something else. And I said yes. And I said okay. Because for some reason, there was this need to prove myself. And being chosen for something made me feel good. But this is bigger than us. Evidently, someone already knows our secret identities, and we don't know theirs. That means that even if Nithira's powers get taken away, she's still a target, and without those powers, she's a sitting duck. So, either she dies from using her powers, or she dies helpless. It's your choice. But I thought you were made of stronger stuff than this. And then she's going to go back into the room.
As you turn your back and walk away, you just hear like the faintest murmur of, you wouldn't understand. You don't have anybody. Not like this. And Riley's going to try to activate, or at least try to get Rising or some other transformation to get him out of here.
So there's this coldness that you haven't felt before. And it's very easy for you to select Rising so you can fly. Because there's just this cold. Like the chaos of your normal character, the warmth of your normal self is there, but there's this cold that's crept in. And this is kind of like, not uncaring, but just like you've put a wall. And you're able to just slap in Rising and you leave.
I guess since Lilac is the only one within earshot, as opposed to the usual like jaunty, excited announcements, these ones are done in a deeper register and sound almost sad as you watch the wings furl outwards, and rather than feathers, they're bones. They curl around him, and he flies off.
And we're going to cut back into the room to Lilac, Alea, and Nithira in the room.
Where's Riley?
He's gone home. I think.
But what'd you say to him?
What he needed to hear.
But he never leaves. He's never left. What did you say to him?
I'm sure he's just. I
No,
mean, I
he's
shot him in
never
the
left.
arms.
Well, there's a first for everything.
No. He's never left. What did you say?
And I told him it was your choice.
He's never left.
Yakira? I think that maybe it's best if you let Rally think through things for a little while, and you think through things too. Sometimes you think clearest when you're on your own, and this is a big thing.
You don't get it. You
I
just
don't
don't
get
get it.
What don't I get?
You've never had someone that's never left.
At that,
And-
Lilac
yeah.
is gonna be like, I think she's like had her hand on the windowsill and she grips it and she's like, Jesus.
Yeah, it like cracks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna pan to Rally. Where are you going, Rally?
I go somewhere that nobody except for Nathira could ever find me.
Okay, where's that?
There is a small piece of the city that's quiet, far away from anyone or anything. It's this nice little park, forgotten by time, with these moderately sized trees. Rally lands in the clearing and removes the egg from the buckle, and rather than fade, the wings and armor crumble. And he's going to sort of reminisce for a bit about playing hero with Nathira, defeating villains and saving the world. And as those emotions sort of bubble to the surface, he's just gonna scream, and he's just gonna take a random egg from his bag, and he's just gonna try to use it. He's just looking for an outlet of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna roll dice. I'm not gonna tell you what for. I'm just gonna roll dice. I think you know.
What do you say, dude?
I don't know.
So you grab this egg and you slam it in, like indiscriminately. You don't know what it is. And you slam your belt together to activate the transformation, but nothing happens for a moment. And then the next thing you feel is the screaming pain in your arm. And that screaming pain begins to overtake your senses, overtake your control of yourself, as the last thing you see is these black tendrils beginning to move over your eyes.
Is this what I think it is?
You don't know what it is, as you have blacked out.
I mean, like, does Chris know what this?
Chris knows what it is.
Can I do the announcement for it?
You save it. Save it. Because you don't have control over what's going to happen with you next. As whatever you've just done has the wheel.
Oh.
And you got one more thing you need to do?
No, I just know what you're gonna say.
As the camera begins to pull back, away, we pan up several levels to a level that, to most young people, doesn't really exist. It's the restricted section, just beneath the skydock. And we see Nova picking himself up off the ground, shakily, trying to get to his feet, his armor broken. As the red armored figure is crackling with lightning standing before him. And we see a well-dressed Sterling walk up behind him and goes, "It's time for a nap, big guy." And he stabs a needle into Nova's neck and pushes the pin in. And we see Nova just collapse to the ground. And that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
We have to wait until the next one?
This
Are
is
you kidding
absolute
me?
bullshit.
I hate this so
Thank
much.
you all
No,
so
thanks.
much
No thanks.
for joining us for episode
I wanna
3 of
play
Heroes of
more.
Bastion.
I want to play it right now.
We could do 4. We could do 4 right
We-
now. Just like a 10-minute, like,
do it.
what the fuck
Thank
just
you
happened?
so much to Nethira, played by D&D Imposter. Thank you, Rally,
God.
played by Hamasama-kun. Thank you, Lilac, wherever you are, played by Relentless. Thank you, Alea, played by Caminator the
You got
Animator.
it right.
I am Alec the Bard, your game master, and we will see y'all next time. Stay frosty, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Do it ourselves.